Hey guys, Bobby from the Berkshires. Let's go for a walk. Yeah, I feel like walking today again. Um, I'm at a lake near Lanesboro and just walking down to the water. Just got a few things on my mind today. Um, hey guys. Yeah, just a few things on my mind today, starting with the countdown. Um, we are at 49. 49 days. I guess it is going fast, but not fast enough. Um, yeah, I'm excited as always. So, what else we got? Yeah, so it was sunny today. Again, that mystery smoke from Canada or whatever. I think it's officially gone, possibly. I was in my backyard getting a little sun, and you guys know if it's sunny out, I'm in the backyard getting a little sun. Let me give you a shot of this view right here, coming into the lake. This is actually Pontusic Lake. Just a nice place to live, right? Totally blessed. I moved here years ago with an old girlfriend, and you guys hold on a minute. Yeah, let's turn around. Let's go back up. There's people down there. So we're gonna head back up. Look, up and down this hill. Got to get in shape, right? Yeah, because when I was at Monument Mountain, remember, I was like, you could hear me breathing heavy. I think I'm in pretty good shape for somebody that's over 21, right? Yeah, just a nice area right here. I'm in the wood. It's the lake, and then the woods around it. It's shady because it's really sunny out, so I like the shade. I like the sun. I was in it all this morning. Now I want to be in the shade. So, what was I thinking today? A couple of thoughts on my mind. Yeah, the 49. I'm excited about that. Just missing Emmy. Emmy's missing me, and it's hard, man. I was talking about the differences, the long distance relationship, and this is totally different. I've never seen it before, physically. You know what I mean? I've been in these where I was with the girl, she left, and I didn't see her for a while, and then she came back. You know what I mean? That was long distance. This is, I've never seen her. So, yeah, this is totally unique and different and tough because I care, you know what I mean? So, anyway, let me show you this view. Pretty magnificent. What do you think? Yeah. So nice, right? Peaceful and relaxing. Hey guys, I'm gonna give you that backdrop. Oh, that's perfect, right? You don't have to see me, you can see the backdrop. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so what's on my mind today? Yeah, just we're missing each other a lot. And this is totally you know, never been through this before. Of course, all this newness that I've never done any of this before. This could be really good. I think it can be. I've never done, was patient enough or mature enough to handle this kind of situation. Really, by the grace of God, I'm able to somewhat handle it better. I only cry and whine a little bit about missing her, but yeah, you guys can understand. You know, I can't wait to get there. And that leads me to what I wanted to say today is, you know, when you talk about, and listen, what I'm going to say here, I felt the same way. Yesterday I talked a lot about it. I went on about when people hear that you find a girl overseas, they think, oh, here we go. She just wants a green card, his money, whatever. So, yeah, is that true? Sure, that can be true. But I think every situation, and again, I didn't know, I thought the same thing. I thought they just want to get over here. They're just using you for a green card. If you got money, they want your money. So I thought all of that, like we all do, until you get involved in it yourself. You know what I mean? Went on that Filipino dating app and I did find somebody, and we've been talking now, really coming up on 4 months, right? 3.5, 4 months. And in this situation, I can tell you that what I was thinking, being on the outside, was totally not what's going on in my situation. And So I hear that a lot, like I hear a lot of warnings and a lot of concerns, and I get it, believe me. I wasn't born yesterday, and I understand, believe me. And as much as I'm invested, somebody said that to me, you're so invested, like, maybe you're not seeing clear or something, but I am invested, but um, I'm seeing clear, you know what I mean? So, because this is a huge thing. So my feelings for Emmy and Emmy's feelings for me, they're really real. I would not waste my time, I promise you, for a girl that's 9,000 miles away in another country, another culture, just because she's really pretty and cute. I just think there's really something with us. As soon as we started talking, I just felt like, let me talk to the guys for a second. We know when we meet a girl that helps us to want to be a better man, and that we want to make sure that that girl is protected and cared for. When we get in that place as guys, that's love for us. I've been there a lot of times, and there's different loves, different levels, right? Whatever. But whenever I was in that place where I was really like, man, she's just being with her makes me want to be a better man. And I want to make sure she's okay. I want to take care of her and protect her. Like, when us guys feel that way, then love's there. You know what I mean? So with Emmy and I, it's there. And I don't want her to feel sadness or pain or hurt. I want to protect her. I want her to have whatever she needs. I want to be there with her and love her and lead her. And so those are real feelings. And a lot of things she says to me are really just really special and nice. She says some really nice things. Sometimes she says it in it, like she'll send a song or something, and in the song it'll say some things about, I was saying yesterday about, I know we're separated now by, it's a lot of distance, but soon we'll be together, and you don't have to worry about me. I always will love you and be with you, and just really nice stuff that it's nice to hear, and it's nice for that to be mutual, right? How many of us have been there where it was one-sided? Either I really liked her and she didn't really like me, or the other way around, you know what I mean? So, but when you meet somebody and you feel the same way, she really is attached to me, and she really does love me. Like, it's like I can see it in her face, like I can see it in her smile. And is this something I was watching yesterday, and I think one of the things that I bring to Emmy is a lot of the weight that's on her because of where she lives. Me being in her life, genuinely caring and loving her, allows her to relax a little bit and to not feel so weighed down by the pressures of that life, because there's a man in her life that loves her and that cares for her, wants to protect her, and wants to provide for her. Those are all real things that women want, and I think she feels that, and it helps her. I heard this in a video. This is not for me, but it takes the weight off, and it allows her to be a woman and relax and to feel protected, and she feels like I don't want to say the wrong words, like she feels like I just feel the word that the person used was weight. There's a weight on her, and a lot of the women there in that country, to help with the family, to help with their sisters and brothers, to help. In Emmy's case, she has a daughter. So me being there, the reality is that I bring some comfort and peace, and that weight of that stress and anxiety of having to take care of everything, I'm there now, so her worry is less. She knows I genuinely care and love her, and we're just starting, right? Like that song from Dan and Shay, From the Ground Up. We're just building this love from the ground up, and I think she feels certain about how I feel, and I feel certain about how she feels, so she can just rest and be a woman and not have to worry about a lot of the things she worries about is what a lot of us in America can't even think about. We don't even come close to worrying about the things that she worries about. Now that I'm there and the Lord has really led me to her and her to me, she's able to rest and take and then not feel so weighed down by all of the pressures that she's on because I'm there. So I think women, all women in general, would love, not would, but they love that when they feel like they gotta be the man and the woman. You know what I mean? And they gotta take care of everything. When they have to do that, I mean, they're so weighed down and stressed. They can't be the woman they want to be, like, because they're so anxious about like having to provide for their family and their children. So again, I think Emmy feels comforted, secure, and safe, right? I think she feels safe in all areas, like that I'll protect her, that I'll provide for her. So in that, all of that allows her to feel safe, and then she can just be a woman, right? And she can just smile, and she always smiles, even in the face of all of the adversity that's there. And a lot of the Filipino people do, you know. But I'm saying, and Emmy's like that too. Let me walk over here for a second. I lost some focus there on the camera. Okay. There it is. It's better. Yeah, so I hope I just made some sense, saying that by me being in her life allows her to, when she feels safe, then she can rest and she can smile more. I was watching a video on that, and a woman was talking about when the right man comes into a woman's life. She talked about some of the things that the woman feels, and I just was repeating what I heard this lady say, which is true. She talks about, you know, when a woman feels secure, provided for and protected, and she feels safe, then she can be a woman. She can relax and smile, and she can have joy. So I bring that to her by the grace of God, right? And it keeps coming out of focus. Oh, there it is. And so it's a privilege and a blessing that I can do that. And I want her to feel safe and secure. And so, and I want Jasmine, little Jasmine, I want her to feel the same way. You know, I want her to feel safe and protected and provided for. So that I'm able to do that is really, again, a miracle of the Lord. I promise. I could barely my whole life take care of myself, and now I'm in the position where in the place in my life where I met somebody that who I love and who is in a different culture, a third world culture, and the Lord has, I think, spent all this time helping me to mature and grow. Lord knows I have a ways to go, but I am so far from where I used to be, and bring me into the life of a woman who maybe has been praying for me like her whole life, and maybe has been weighed down by the stress of her culture, and then the Lord has strengthened me, helped me to mature to where I can bring that to her so she can feel safe and loved and provided for and protected. Again, I heard this all from a woman's perspective. She was talking about how women feel when the right man comes in, and I'm just repeating what she said. I'm probably messing it up, but I keep getting the... Sorry guys, hold on one second. Hey guys, I just went down a few steps. I keep coming out of focus. I don't want to, you guys know I don't, I haven't mastered editing. I haven't even learned much about that. So, yeah, so I hope you got something from that. There it is again, it keeps doing that. Hold on a second. Hey guys. Okay, that's better. Yeah, it kept coming out of focus. So anyway, so I'm back over at the bench here in the shade. Gonna just a few more comments, and I'm gonna wrap this video up today. But yeah, so um, when people hear again about, you know, you met somebody overseas, people automatically jump right to all they want is a green card and money. Again, I did the same thing. That's all I talked about yesterday, and I just touched on it today. But I was just talking about when you meet somebody overseas and you start to get to know them, I can see in her face and her smile that she has this, I think she feels safe, again, and comforted, protected. She knows that she'll be provided for and that I would be there for her always. And so I see that look in her eyes, and it's precious. And so, so how do I know that she really loves me? It's that look that I see in her face. She's secure with, like, the kind of man I am right now, and the promises that we are making to each other, and that I'm serious about them, and we always talk about being together no matter what, and that we'll always be together. And in spite of having never physically been in each other's presence because of she's in another country, she's in the Philippines and I'm here. But again, in 49 days, I'll be there. And a lot of us, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff, and you guys are going to see it on video. And you guys know I have that surprise coming after a couple of days. Something's coming after a couple of days. You guys will see it. So when people say to me, you know, like that, again, you know, like that, I don't want to go on a rabbit trail here again and go down the same path. I just talked about it a few times, but when people assume just because she's from another country, she just wants a green card, can that be true? Again, sure. But I think each situation, you have to look at each situation, you know what I mean? And I talked about watching guys meet girls in the Philippines, go over there to see if how they felt was real, and how she felt was real. And a lot of the ones that I watched, it was real. I'm sure there's a lot that it's not real. Maybe they're scammers, I don't know. But that's real too. So I have to have discernment, pray for discernment. I have wisdom from living a little bit. And so I'm going to take it a day at a time. I am so excited and so blessed to have Emmy in my life, and I pray that it goes this direction, that we do get married. I don't know the visa thing, I don't know how all that's going to work out, but we're going to meet with C&G, I think, when I get there, and we're going to talk about all that, and then her daughter. And so I pray that we become a family. And I think that the Lord's will, if it's the Lord's will, then we will. And then I can really be the man I've always wanted to be my whole life. You guys know, because of drinking, I'm not blaming the drinking, but there was a lot of drinking. But I don't drink anymore, and my life is radically different. It's not that I live perfectly. I messed up and struggled a few different times, but as a whole, my life is way different. And I have something to offer Emmy and little Jasmine. And so it feels good that the Lord has shaped and molded me to be able to present me really to a woman and her daughter, that we can love and care for each other and take care of each other, and be married. And just as I'm talking about this, it still seems so surreal that I'm doing this, you know what I mean? But I'm so thankful. I never would have thought I would do this, but I'm doing it, and it's just so overwhelming, and I feel so happy and joy. And I talk about this all the time, all those other emotions too, you know, sometimes concern, anxieties. Those are real. You know, it's real, right? I mean, considering. So, you know, videos like this, I see videos with thousands of subscribers, and I said, you know, my goal was just to be honest and transparent and talk about what I'm going through. So if there's another guy that is thinking about doing this, maybe this will help him. But videos like this that are just kind of sappy and real and maybe romantic, and like maybe they're not going to get a lot of views or likes. It's okay, whatever, I don't care. If you want to like the video and subscribe, to my channel and come along with me as I talk about the things that I'm going through as I'm on this journey. If that's interesting, then you should subscribe and like, because you'll just see me being honest and transparent, fumbling over my words sometimes. I'm the new vlogger. I don't know. I didn't get into this to be a vlogger. I got into this just so I could, document my journey. And again, maybe help somebody who's thinking about doing it. And they go, wow, well, let me watch what this guy's going through, and maybe it'll help him. That's my intention. So that's what my intention, that's what it's going to be, And so, of course, I want the channel, it would be nice the channel to grow and more people to see it. And yeah, so I don't know, I guess I'm all over the place here a little bit, as always, right? But yeah, again, what I talked about yesterday and today about people's responses initially, met a girl overseas and they go right to the green card, obviously. So I'm just saying that some of the things that I see in Emmy, because the Lord has helped me to grow a little, she feels safe and she feels comforted, and she's excited for like what the future can be too for her and her daughter, and so am I. So I'll tell you what I do need. I need prayer, right? I need prayer to be a good husband and a father, and to be strong and courageous when life is hard. The Lord has helped me to grow a little bit, but I still have a ways to go. Pray for Emmy and her daughter. Pray that we'll be a family. I ask that you pray for that. Those of you who guys are Christians, just say a prayer. Say, help Bobby and Emmy and little Jasmine be a family, and because that's what I want. So I always wanted to bring peace and comfort and protection in a girl's life that I was seeing, and a lot of times I did to different degrees, but because I was such a drinker, a lot of the girls felt, the last thing they felt was safe. They felt like, they ran. Now I have a chance to do that and help her to be a woman and put down the weight and to feel comforted. I can do that now by the grace of God. But I need prayer. So those of you Christians, again, pray for me. I got to work later. I got to work 5 to 12. And so, yeah, 49 days. And I'm on the plane. Look, thank you guys for subscribing and liking. For those of you who like this content, you're watching me, Bobby from the Berkshires, talk about all of this kind of sappy stuff, romantic, but this is the good stuff in life, right? This is what we want, right? This is, even I'm a little bit older, I'm still, a lot of things going on in my life personally. I was ready to just throw in the towel and give up, and then she came along. Perfect timing, right? And so here we are. So listen, you guys have a great day. I got to go to work 5 to 12, and I got to work every day. Although I've been getting a day off, you guys know. So I'll take the day off. It's okay. So anyway, yeah. It's sunny here. It's nice. If you are anywhere near the Berkshires, stop in. Check out the surrounding areas. Beautiful lakes, mountain trails, awesome. Anyway, I guess I'm done. I'm kind of rambling on. But thank you guys for listening to me and coming along with me on this journey, walking with me in these woods by the lake as I spill my guts and try to make sense of what I'm feeling, you know what I mean? And I'm just overjoyed and overwhelmed with the possibility of being Emmy's husband and being Jasmine's dad, and and that I'm able today to do that. For years I wasn't. I was a train wreck. All I did was take. God has changed that. So I didn't start well, but maybe I can finish well, right? Listen, you guys have a great day. We will talk again soon.